Today we're visiting Mrs. Zumwalt's third grade classroom, and she's going to teach a lesson on making words. She'll give the students cards with these letters on them, and they'll use the letter cards to spell words. And finally, at the end, they'll take all the letters and spell one big giant word, 8 letters long.
How many letters are we going to be working with today? 8? Do you agree? Crystal, do you agree? Do you agree with it? Okay. You're going to be working in partners, and while both of you are working with words, you need to decide who will be doing the recording. So decide right now which one will be doing the recording. Off and spread those letters out between you and your partner. You're going to notice that there are 2 different colors. What are the colors?
Pink and white.
Okay, why do you think they're different colors? See, 3 hands, 4, 5, 6. Nick, why are they different colors?
Because one is vowels and the other ones are...
What do we call that?
Continent.
You're close. Call on someone to help you.
They both are vowels.
The pink ones are vowels. What are the other ones called? Now, and I'd like you to start with 2-letter words. 2-letter words. Put them where everyone can see.
You do it
Put that where she can see it as well.
Let's do this.
Do you notice there's a line under the N and the P?
Yeah.
The line was drawn there so you'll know the direction and you won't get it mixed up with a different letter.
Where's it again? Teach word. No, you're right.
Does that look like a word, Sherry? No? Over out. Well, you already have a 4-letter, but you know what?
So it would be C-R-Y. We talked about this a little bit yesterday. When we change that Y and drop it, then it becomes I-E-S. So you started with a really big word. Well, what is the word you're looking for? What is it you see there, Maria?
Ice.
Ice. Move the other letter away from that. There you go. Now build on that. Think of other consonants that you could put in front of that. Is that one? No, that's not. But there's another consonant you could put in there. If I put a blank there, there's another word you could make. And then I could add another letter.
Surprise.
Well, let's see if you have enough letters for that. I think you might need another letter. Prices would work, but you were saying surprise? We need more letters in there for surprise. We need S-U-R. But this would be a great word. The prices at the store, that's up. Prices. Excellent.
And if we move this
How we put price in? Oh, yeah.
is there another consonant?
How about print?
Is it real?
How do you even spell it?
Oh God, here's the next one. Okay. Absolutely. And then there's something that you can stick to the wall if you have this. If you need something. Okay, P-R-I-N-S-N-E.
Not princess.
What word were you looking for? You told me earlier. Do we have the letters to make? Okay. Something's out of order there.
It's a good guess.
No, that was right. Anna, what does she need to do? Oh, you're close.
Nice.
Say the word.
Nice. Right, nice.
Say the word, Anna.
Nice.
Very good.
That's how it sounds now when you look at it. Something's not in the right order. Can you write that word down at the bottom of your paper? Congratulations.
Princess.
You did it. You used every single word. You found the grand word. Write it on your paper. You might want to shuffle those up. Good job.
Emma. That's the secret word. Just put it down.
And then what?
And then we weren't really sure that that's how you spelled it.
So what did you do?
We asked you.
You didn't ask me. You called me over. You already had it. Great job. Okay, and look at all those words you made. Boys and girls, I think we're going to go ahead and pull together now and record your answers as a class. Okay? So let's start with two-letter words. Two-letter words. Jerry? In. Call in someone?
Joey. Is
Call in someone?
Anna.
Three-letter words. Okay, I'm going to stop here for a minute. Is there a letter I could add to this to make it mean more than one? Make it plural?
An S.
Okay. And now we can start building on some four-letter words. Spell that.
R-I-E-S.
Was that even on the list? Let's get one more four-letter word and then build on these. Okay, let's move right on to some five-letter words. Are there any words here that we could add an S to make it mean more than one? And we can move right on to some five-letter words. This is where it gets pretty interesting. Right.
Dishes.
Dishes. Can you use that in the whole sentence for me?
I rinse dishes at home.
Excellent, thank you. Call a six-letter word, five-letter word, and we go clear back to the three-letter word. We could build on that, and that's what we need to do when we're looking for words. Say it again.
Four-letter.
Four-letter words, we had rice, nice. We could really build on that by adding a consonant. And when we're looking at word patterns, we can look at that and we know how to sound that out and then build on it. And here we have it up above as well. 7 or more. P-R-I-N-C-E. A prince is the son of a king, and let's say he has 2 sons. So we would have 2. How many letters do you have left?
1.
How many of you have 1 letter left? How about everyone making this word for me? Come on up and make this word using the magnetic letters. Good job. How about spelling it for me as you're doing it? Okay, spell the word for me again. It's princess. Say each letter.
P-R-I-N-C-E-S-S. EFF.
So how did you think it went?
It went really well. I saw participation from children that I hadn't expected to see.
They're getting better and better at spelling longer words and using word parts to do it.
Anna especially built on some smaller words, and Pedro coming up with the word rinse was wonderful.
I like seeing them come up with words. They were applying what you had taught them recently about taking verbs, changing the Y to I, and adding ES. I didn't think of the word cries or spies, and they came up with both of them.
The vocabulary that comes out of this is really interesting. And then the patterns with spelling, which is one of the strengths of the lesson. The patterns, and then taking off on antonyms or synonyms or whatever the focus might be.
And today it was pins and pens, which are homonyms for many of these students, especially the second language learners.
Correct. And we saw a lot of the EL with the development of vocabulary and building today. And again, back to Pedro and Anna.
And so they're practicing the words, and when they do this again, perhaps tomorrow or the next day at a center, then they'll practice it some more. They'll remember some of the words they built.
They'll share this with other students too, and I think they'll go back to what the focus was with plurals today. A lot of them took the four letter in and added an S and saw the pattern and started doing that more and more.
Today we're visiting Mrs. Zumwalt's third grade classroom, and she's going to teach a lesson on making words. She'll give the students cards with these letters on them.